Back in the days of the dinosaurs, I did go to art school. And on my very first day of my very first class, I had a teacher that gave us an assignment that was absolutely insane. And all those years since then, I still remember this assignment. In fact, this teacher was so good, I remember most of the assignments. So, the very first assignment, he came in and gave us this huge piece of paper. Everybody in the class got it, and there was about 30 of us in the class. And he told us we had to draw circles. Now, we can use a stencil, we can use anything that made a circle. We were only allowed to do the same size circle a handful of times. And they were small. They were not big circles. So I literally had to draw hundreds. Now, the idea behind it was to learn grayscale and perspective. And believe me, I learned it. One assignment, I understood it, how this was going to help me become the artist I am today. But it really did, because what it did was it taught me that the background is always darker. I mean, it makes sense. You see less detail in backgrounds because it's further off in the distance. And the closer you get to an object or your focal point, the lighter it gets, the brighter it gets, and the clearer it gets. So the assignment really did make a lot of sense. It just didn't need to be like 3 feet by 3 feet. It was because we're going to train the muscles in your hand. This is very important, especially when you're filling in color in your drawings and you need to make curved lines. You can't just do things straight. So I'm going to get out paper that I have for all of you. I will give you a chance to screenshot it. And if you don't want a screenshot and you want the picture, it'll be in the Facebook group. I'll leave the link to it in the description box below. So let's get to this assignment. Now, I know it's Easter time. We're not making Easter eggs, I promise you that. But you can. Actually, you can make Easter eggs out of these. That would be fun too. So we're going to do a hand exercise today that by the time you're done with it, it's going to really give you a lot of muscle memory. And this exercise is going to build that really easily and really quickly. So here we have Easter eggs. Now, I don't care what color pencil you're using, just you need a sharp pencil. This doesn't have to be neat. This is not a picture unless you want to turn it into a picture. I'm going to give you a blank copy too without the lines. This is the one that you're going to follow, the one with the lines. Objects are not straight. I left one blank on the top here. Beginners, we're taught that's your stroke. Okay, and you go across the page and everything is honky-dory. Okay, in reality, as you progress, this no longer cuts it. And I know most people will cross-hatch like this. It's quick and it's easy and blends easily. But we're going to do something else that's going to actually bring your pictures to life without even having to blend all that much. Now, I want you to sit comfortably. Just take your pencil now, not from the arrow to the arrow, but from the side of the egg to the other side of the egg. I want you to make a stroke, and it's curved. Now, not every line that you're ever going to do is this big. I'm trying to stretch the muscles in your hand, and I know it might not be that comfortable for you to be doing it at the beginning, but I promise you it gets a lot easier as you do more and more. I don't care about you filling in the spaces in between your lines. The only thing I don't want you to do is stop halfway. Commit to the line and go across. And in fact, it's better that you don't connect the lines completely. This is not a speed exercise. We're not doing this for anything but learning muscle memory for hand control. And I want you to take it all the way to the top. Okay? Go to the second one, all the way around. But I want you to feel the curve. Feel what your hand is doing, okay? You can leave spaces, they don't count, because we're going to use those spaces afterwards. And as I said, again, do not stop. Once you commit to a line, go all the way. Don't have to be even, perfect, nothing like that. I just want your hands moving. Now, you're going to see that the lines are going in different direction, and you're going to feel the difference. Some are going to feel comfortable, and some may not. And I promise this is not a waste of your time. You need to be able to make curved lines. And slow, and here's a smaller one, and then there's this going this way. Not all of these are going to be comfortable to your hand. I don't really want you moving your paper around because you're going to be just moving the lines into the direction where your hand is comfortable. I want you to be a little bit uncomfortable. Get those lines in all the directions. See, for me, this is my comfy zone. Doing it this way. My uncomfortable zone is going this way. I don't usually color this way. I usually will move my paper into my comfort zone, but don't. Remember, we're working out our hands, okay? Now, once you have filled up your paper, don't go and print out a new one because you feel like you want to do more. There's a second layer on this assignment that's kind of fun. It's like a game. What you need to do is go back into your eggs. And I want you to start on a place where you missed and go across. Now, on this, you pick up a little bit speed and you go in to all the areas that you missed. This is going to teach you really to hit the mark with precision so that your pencil strokes are not all over the place. You're going to be comfortable going in and getting all the spots. Now, if I haven't lost you already because you think this is ridiculous, I promise you, by the time you're finished doing these Easter eggs, muscle memory will come very quickly. This is not something you have to do every day for months and months and months. It comes. The next time you do a picture, keep in mind the direction that the object is going, and remember your strokes. Always curve. We're not going to do straight, and what's going to happen is your pictures are going to take on a new dimension. This happens especially with leaves. There's nothing that is worse than when you're looking at a leaf and it's flat. Your pictures are all, because of these curved lines, your pictures are going to all suddenly become much more dimensional. So good luck with this. Let me know if you've done it. You can put your pictures into the Facebook group if you want. And I will see you in my next video. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.